Hi, and welcome to Integrative Wisdom. Verna Fisher here. And if we are talking about integrative wisdom, it's a Tuesday. So I wanted to take a little bit of time on this Integrative Wisdom Tuesday to reflect upon the idea of our beliefs and the assumptions that we hold very close, actually. We hold these beliefs and assumptions very close to us, and they're a part of our life story, and we share them often. And usually it's in the form of, I'm going to say it, it's usually in the form of an excuse as to why we either did something or why we didn't do something. And so, because integrative wisdom at the very core of its mind, body, spirit, healing, soul perspective is getting to know oneself and getting to cut through some of the BS we've told ourselves for a long, long time. And so today, given that we are living in this world where all of our routines, again, as I've been sharing recently, have been tossed about, we may find ourselves face to face with some of these beliefs that we've been holding on to. And the one that I was thinking about today is the idea of time and how we never have enough. And so we may often say, if I had more time, I would. And then we have our list of wishes, hopes, and dreams that we would follow. And so now, given that so many of our activities have been sidelined, maybe not our work, because maybe many people are in fact still working, but there may be many people that no longer have drive time. So there's a potential pool of time that we didn't have before. And as I've said, people are trying really hard to fit things in there because they're realizing that that's what they've been doing, is filling up their time with lots of other activities. And yeah, they're fun activities and this and that. So this particular bit of wisdom has to do with the stories that you've been telling yourselves, or the lines that you've been throwing out there as far as what you would be doing with this one precious life if you had more time. And maybe it's time to let that go. Maybe it's time to let that go, because if indeed you have not been addressing those parts of your life that you thought that you might be doing if you had more time, they may in fact not be that important to you. Or there may be fears that you have that you need to address to get rid of those, so that you can in fact use the time to do those things that you thought you might like to do. So everybody's situation is different. I am not trying to give a one-size-fits-all bit of wisdom here. I simply am encouraging a moment of reflection, a moment of even going back over journals if you're a journaler, and seeing if you have written anything that you said you'd want to do if things were different. And in fact, as you find yourself at this crossroads potentially, do you want to still do that? Or is that something that's a long gone, don't even need to go there anymore situation? And clear it out. Take the time to let those things go with joy. Release them. Don't hold on to them any longer. And sit in a place of receptivity to find out if there's something else that at this particular time in your life is really what your soul is telling you it's time to do. So I wanted to just basically give you maybe a little bit of a guideline as to how to recognize. As usual, it takes you stopping. It takes you getting away from everything for a minute. And again, this does not have to be a weekend long retreat. It doesn't have to be an overnight extravaganza. We blow things up and think that we have to do these things on a grand scale, but it's really the little incremental things that will get us to where we need to go. And you've probably heard it, one step at a time. So number one, stop. Number one, stop. And then take a look and allow yourself to see if there are any stories that you have been telling yourself that you are now realizing, I'm really not that interested. I really don't want to learn how to play the piano. I really don't care if I learn how to cook any better. That second language, I think it sounded good, but nah, let them go. If indeed you realize that you're not going to get to those, you're not going to do those, and you have the time, but you just aren't interested. So that's that first part of it, right? Stopping, looking a little deeply, and then admitting, okay, nah, not anymore. And you may at that point decide that you want to formally let them go. And so you can do a ceremony and you can release and let go. Some people will write that on a piece of paper, put it in a fire. I'm letting it go. I'm letting it go. Some people will send it up with the sage or the smoke, as we've done in the past, that clearing and cleansing, letting go of. You can, done. Can be that easy. Depends on who you are. Depends on how you take these idea of ceremony, of doing these kinds of things. Put it in your terms. It doesn't have to be one way. And in fact, it's better if it's your way, because then it's going to mean something, right? Then it's going to be where you have owned it. It's yours. So then the next step is taking time to ask, okay, I let that go. Is there anything else that's wanting to come and join me on this journey, this life journey that I have right now where I'm at? Not someday in the future, but little steps I could take today to achieve or to enjoy something, someone, whatever it might be. And now incorporate that in your day-to-day and see how it fits. See if you're actually taking steps there. And if you can do this, then you may find that a whole lot of different things in your life improve, because you're not holding on to old stuff. It's not the stale, same old, same old. It's a new energy. It's a new vibration. It will give you added vibrancy. You may be easier to be around. There are all kinds of potential upsides to this particular part of integrative wisdom. So try it out, see what you think, let me know. I am always open to your thoughts, your questions, your insights. So again, tell a friend, share the video. You can go to YouTube. You can subscribe to the YouTube channel. There are 2 channels, and I don't know how that happened, but it's the one with all the videos. There's like 20 something. And Integrative Wisdom thanks you if you are able to do that. All right. Have a great super day. Sorry, this is a longer video, so some of you might not have stuck around. I try not to do that, but there you go. All right, guys. Take care. Bye-bye.